Mr. Rasmussen, it is the 4th of May. This is going to be assignment number 5. 5 weeks we've been into this home schooling, distance learning, and I've been putting out a video a week for you to comment on. The name of the course is Pandemic Science. And I think it's time for a little perspective on this. This isn't science, but it's an art. Perspective's an art. And I have something to read to you, and I'm going to read it straight off of my computer. So I'm going to be dividing my attention to you and the computer. And I'm not a great orator, so hang with me on this. And I get a little emotional too. So here it is, perspective. For a small amount of perspective at this moment, imagine that you were born in 1900. When you were 14, World War I starts and ends on your 18th birthday with 22 million people killed. Later in the year, a Spanish flu epidemic hits the planet and runs until you're 20. 50 million people die from it in those 2 years. Yes, 50 million. And when you're 29, the Great Depression begins. Unemployment hits 25%. Global gross domestic product drops 27%. That runs until you're 33. The country nearly collapses along with the world economy. When you turn 39, World War II starts. You aren't even over the hill yet. When you're 41, the United States is fully pulled into World War II. Between your 39th and your 45th birthday, 75 million people perish in the war, and the Holocaust kills 6 million. At 52, the Korean War starts, and 5 million perish. At 64, the Vietnam War begins, and it doesn't end for many years. 4 million people die in that conflict. Approaching your 62nd birthday, you have the Cuban Missile Crisis, a tipping point in the Cold War. Life on our planet as we know it could well have ended. Great leaders prevented, that was Kennedy, prevented that from happening. As you turn 75, the Vietnam War finally ends. Think of everyone on the planet born in 1900. How do you survive all that? A kid in 1985 didn't think their 85-year-old grandparents understood how hard school was. Yet those grandparents, and now great-grandparents, survived through everything listed above. Perspective is an amazing art. Let's try to keep things in perspective. Let's be smart. Help each other out. We will get through this. In the history of the world, there has never been a storm that lasted. This too shall pass. The title is Perspective. Give me MLA format, 5 to 8 sentences on your reflections on that piece. Play it a couple times. Maybe I'll send it to you. No. So you can read it? Maybe. All right. Out here.